Bulavinaka everybody. I am Mereseini and I am currently an infant educator at one of the schools here in Suva. I would like to bring across a short video to all the parents out there who may find this very interesting because it deals with language. First and foremost, I must take this time to thank each and every parent out there. Thank you for working hard as a parent to all your beautiful children. I must take my hat off. Being an educator, I know how it feels to be around your beautiful children. Firstly, for what that we are going to talk through today, we're going to talk about the earlier, the better, is using vernacular language at an early age better, or is using English language at an early age better than using the vernacular language. I must take you through some of the core ideas that I have read, and I would like to share it across with you, and I do hope that it'll be some of the useful tips to do at home. Who knows? Because children are learning every day. They are communicating with you every day, and as well as in school, because they are spending 8 hours definitely. Okay, so my main discussion for today is about language. I do have some questions for you. Do you speak English language at home with the children, or do you use your own vernacular language at home with the children? That is a main question that I must throw across to you as parents. What is happening at home? What are we as parents doing to our children at home? When we see our children, we must know that they should be a good resemblance of how we want them to be in the future. So in today's discussion, I must say I'm going to talk more on the use of vernacular language at home. Number one, it does a lot of things to you as a family. It maintains your identity, and you, wherever you go, wherever you carry yourself out there in public, or wherever you travel the world, you have an identity. That is a very important thing that we parents must know, that when we use vernacular language at home, it gives us an identity. And when we are speaking in public, the people around us will know, oh, he is a Fijian out there, or he is a someone out there, because of the language that we speak. And number two, we are able to interact. Even your children, they are able to interact with people whom they speak the same language with. Just imagine having your child coming to an environment where those people, the type of language they are using is totally new for them. They are in a world that they don't feel belong to. So, and another thing, they gain access to other languages. Okay? When you know your own language and you hear about other people speaking other languages, they gain access. They are able to correspond with them. So those are some of the things that we parents should know, that and always drive our children to always speak vernacular at home. I know that some of especially us in the urban areas, like a school that I'm currently teaching at is located in the city. Okay, the medium of language is English, and children are coming to the classroom with that amount of knowledge in English. Their vocabularies are just too good. But I must say that we as parents, we must work together at home, that we must speak the vernacular language to our children. It should feel as important as the language that they use in their everyday classroom, like English, for instance, because that is a national language, that is international language, sorry, that is being used, and it is a medium of instruction. Well, definitely, yes, the children, they must know. The children, they must know English in order to learn, but if they are already speaking English at home at an early age, I'm sure they will not find learning English as they grow older. They will not learn. They will not find it interesting to learn more about that English language. And I know that different languages bring about different benefits to your children, because we are living in a multicultural country, multiracial country, where different people interact. Yes, there are benefits to it, but the core element of us parents at home, we must ensure that we speak vernacular language to our children. And also, if we are located in the urban areas, if your locality is not giving that environment where my child gets to speak vernacular at home, because of the Indo-dominated communities also that we might live in, take your family to your village or island homes, where they interact with your own people, with your own relatives, the extended families coming in. There's exchanges of interaction, and they will truly feel belong. They they uh, they will feel belong, yeah. And they visit relatives. Don't just limit them to your own home, saying, oh, this is good, this is okay, I don't need to take my children to the island. The children, they are gaining languages, or the interaction helps them learn and further their knowledge. Eh? Spend holidays in their respective villages. Spend holidays in there. You will see that children will make more communication with other villages in your area, and they will be able to know your vernacular language. One of the need that these children have, that children, they need you, because you are a motivator. You motivate them. You play a crucial role that helps them to be motivated, whereby they are immersed in their vernacular language. We might be English speakers, we might be fluent English speakers, but we may lack that knowledge of vernacular back in our homes. And I would like to share a classroom scenario that I faced in the classroom. I came across students who basically don't show interest in learning vernacular language in the class. It's really, I'd say, disheartening to see that children, they don't have interest at all in the vernacular subject. As much as I want to be creative in my teaching, as much as I want to put in that that creativity in my lesson plans, my planning of my lessons, to be more lively, to be more resourceful, but I just couldn't. Why? Because these children, they are already fluent English speakers when they enter the room, when they enter my classroom, and then they know that the dominant language is English that is being used in the classroom. They have this, like they tell themselves, oh, why should we learn vernacular language when we know English is a um, mode of communication that is used, and we don't actually need vernacular that much. Like, the interest is totally not there, because these children, they are English speakers at home. Okay? They lose that interest of they lose to develop they lose this interest in learning vernacular, because they know, they think, I assume that children will think like what, we don't need vernacular to survive in the classroom. Well, they do, because of their cultural identity, because of their roots. The roots should be deep, should be rooted from, because they come from a place, and that should be treasured. So this local vernacular language should be a dominant language at home. Yeah, I must challenge you, parents. If you have excuse me, if you are fond of share speaking, if all your children are not, as if they lack this vernacular language at home, have a timetable for your family. Okay, it's dinner time. Maybe it's our dinner time, and after dinner we'll have a short family time, whereby you just allow your family to speak in vernacular. Okay, other than English, have a time to have a time at home to communicate in vernacular language. Maybe a timetable, but it does not apply at home. Yeah, so parents, I urge you, have a set aside a time at home, whereby your children, if they are struggling to speak in vernacular, because they grow up to learn English all the time, set aside a time for them to learn vernacular language. It is as important as learning the English language, I tell you. Okay, so if children get used to English language at home, they will find it difficult to use vernacular language in other areas. Maybe not only vernacular, maybe in other languages. Maybe they are multilingual children. They know a certain type of languages because of the different families that have come together, and they are sort of learning a lot of multiple languages at home. So because these children think that they can survive in an international language, because in school we speak English, and as I go to university, we're going to speak English. So what's the use of having these vernacular languages? But parents, I must urge you all, please ensure that your child speak vernacular, and be involved with how these children to communicate well in their vernacular language. Okay, so how best that I as a parent, how best that I can accommodate my children? Number one, you have to be engaged. You yourself, you have to know your vernacular language in order to pass it down to your children. Number two, you have to encourage them. You have to encourage them to use vernacular language. Okay? And number three, you expand and let your children socialize out of your circle. Like, they socialize with their peers, they socialize with their village's children, like their neighboring children. In that way, they are topping up their knowledge of vernacular that they have. Okay, so and my advice is, use vernacular, and as educators, when we have those sets of children in our classroom, we have a different ethical ethnicity. We have different ethnicity coming into our classroom. There's different race of children. They are coming. You know, at times I have to change the concept. I have to speak the language in order to get the content that whatever that I'm trying to teach across to the children. Yes, and it plays a vital role, because whatever that I'm trying to put across to the children, they must know. In order for them to know, I must try and convey concepts in a way that these children grasp. So I change my language. I speak in Fijian in order to get the children. I got to put the children to understand what I'm trying to do. So I must end, and I must thank you for listening to this short video. I hope that this will challenge each and every one of you. Stay safe and God bless. Thank you.